Many, many blessings, people. Many, many blessings. Peace, love, and light. Always I wish I bestow upon all. Peace, love, and light. Always I wish I bestow upon you. Today I want to talk about the inner self. Emotions, well-being. And a lot is going on in the world today. A lot is going on. And I imagine also a lot is going on with you. Because a lot is going on. And we can mask our true inner feelings and emotions and put out something different into the atmosphere, which isn't really in line with your heart. And perhaps this message is for you. Perhaps there's a lot going on in your world that you don't exactly have a grip on. And you know within yourself what you need to do, could do, should do, but you're finding it hard to do it, to execute it. I just want to point out something. And I read something from the World Economic Forum, and it said that the next pandemic would be a pandemic of mental health, and suicide rates just skyrocketing through the roof. And that's very disturbing and concerning, because if you look around you, there has to be at least one or two, or maybe even more, people that are really suffering. And we could be so absorbed in our own world and reality that we neglect other people's suffering, friendship, feelings, emotions. And if it's you that's going through something right now, please don't suffer in silence. Speak to someone. Let someone know how you're feeling, what you're going through. Even if your voice shakes, even if you feel nervous about being vulnerable, because being vulnerable, we can see that as a weakness. Expressing our most inner truth and our feelings, we can feel naked and vulnerable. And when we feel vulnerable, then we don't feel like we have the strength to protect ourselves or to navigate through that vulnerability. But being open with your close ones, loved ones, family, friends, it will appeal to their heart. And even though people have got their everyday situations, lives going on, there's something about appealing to the heart that people will listen. They'll hear you. They'll want to help. And not everybody can help, but I'm sure you can lead someone or help someone towards the right help. And it's so important not to suffer in silence, because when you're suffering in silence, now this goes into energy, vibrations, and frequency. That suffering within yourself, you are harnessing that energy. And that energy is a low vibration. And low vibration is dark energy. High vibration is light energy. So we can constantly be battling with oneself, with the light, the dark, the positive, the negative, the good, the bad. And knowing who you are from heart, making ye for thyself love, the beginning and end of the heart. Letting love guide you will aid you into the essence of your truth and will steer you away and protect you from negativity, dark energy, going down spiral. And negativity and dark energy, we got to remember it's energy, vibrations, and frequency. So if we align ourselves with discomfort, with dis-ease, with stress, depression, and it's easier said than done, right? Because when you're in that low vibrational state, it can be hard to see anything else because it's a frequency. So imagine this, just a little, imagine Kiss 100 and just say one extra for this purpose, right? And let's say Kiss 100 was, let's just say high frequency, yeah? And let's just say, just for the purpose of this one extra, no disrespect to any radio stations or anything like that, I'm just using the radio stations as an example of different frequencies. So imagine one extra was a low frequency and Kiss 100 was a high frequency. Now, if you're listening to Kiss 100 on that frequency, you're not listening to one extra. You can't hear what's on one extra because that's a whole nother frequency. But you're hearing everything that's on Kiss 100, and vice versa. If I'm listening to one extra, I cannot hear what's going on Kiss 100's frequency because it's two different frequencies. So if you're in depression, you're not going to be able to see or feel the good, the happiness, the bliss, the excitement, the enthusiasm, your creativity, your well-being, your acceleration, your divine intervention, because they're two different frequencies. And what resonates with both frequencies, right? The low vibrational frequency, you might be listening to music that's not in tune with your harmonic tone, and you do have a harmonic tone, which is a very high frequency of 432 hertz, 528 hertz. These are high frequencies that come from the heart. And then you have low frequencies, right? Which certain music is made on. I think it's 460 or something like that, which is not, correct me if I'm wrong, which is not in tune with your harmonic tone, which is going to give you a negative vibration when you listen to that music. No matter how powerful you think you are, it's still taking on that frequency, that vibration, So you can hear certain music and it makes you remind you of something that happened, or remind you of something bad someone done to you, or remind you of a sadness or death or whatever it was. And then when you think of that, you could feel like a bit sad, and now you're playing that frequency. Now that frequency has gone out into the atmosphere and you're harnessing that energy, right? But if you're listening to positive music that's going to make you feel good, meditation music or music produced on a very high frequency, when you're listening to that music, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel joy, you're going to feel excited, you're going to feel motivated, you're going to be filled with momentum. Exactly along with the things that you watch, that you take into your mental, right? If you're watching horror movies, I did a video on this before, if you're watching horror movies, darkness, killing, shooting, what do you think will manifest in your reality? How do you think you will perceive your reality? Because you're going to be, and this is unconscious. This is all based on an unconscious, subconscious level. We do things without even really thinking about it on an unconscious level. So your reactions, how you react, with the choices you make, the decisions you make, right? Your reactions, the things you say, should I go this way, that way? What choices that you make are based on your perception, based on the things that you are taking into the inner. If you're, like I said, if you're watching horror movies, darkness, eating low vibrational foods, salts, all this starchy crap, and not, plant-based and electric light foods, and you're watching all this stuff and listening to all this stuff, how do you think your reactions are going to be? How do you think what kind of choices do you think you're going to make? What circumstances will you find yourself in? Right? Follow me. Now, come vibe with me. Now, listening to positive music of a high frequency, making yourself feel good, eating certain foods that are aligned with your frequency, good fruits, plant-based, veg, raw foods, etc., smoothies, drinks, all of these things are going to help you to operate on that high frequency, right? You're not watching killing, profanity, murder, death, kill, all of that stuff. Could you imagine? As I'm saying it, it's crazy. You're not watching that. You're watching liberation. You're watching upliftment. You're watching inspiration. You're being inspired. You're feeling good. You're feeling happy, motivated, filled with momentum, right? And then what you're listening to, exactly, your hearing, your auditory, your visual, your taste, yeah. What do you think your reaction would be like then? Right? You may be more calmer. You may just be like, you know what? It's okay. I bless you. I wish you a great awakening, and that you can see what you've done and you can learn from your mistakes. It's a different vibration. Ooh. And then when you just say that to yourself, you feel good, right? Because you take that power, because you have the power. No one else has power over you unless you give them power. No one else has power over you unless you give them power. So you protect your power by surrounding yourself, immersing yourself in love, happiness, joy, good health, wealth, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and that good new money, right? Because you are the master. You are the master of money. Money is not the master of you. Money is the servant of you. Just like you are the master and creator and architect of your own reality. So it's choices, people. It's choices. You want the dark or do you want the light? You can't have, look, there's balance in everything, right? There's balance in everything. There's an equilibrium and a balance in everything. Nothing exists without the other. Yeah? Nothing exists without the other. We know that because just look around. with those wars, there was slavery. Can you believe that? Enslaved people. That is crazy when you think about it. So we know that there's dark energy. And there's also light energy for all the works that people do. right? The prosperity, the success, the helping, the caring, the feeding, the nurturing, right? There's so much good and there's so much bad, right? Seventh faculty attribute, quality of the mind, spiritual reasoning and denial of evil. Yeah? Let's be more aware, consciously aware what we're putting in to our inner self, our body, our inner self, our spirit. And when you find you surround yourself with the positivity, the love, the joy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, the momentum, the motivation, the well-being, the acceleration, the creativity, you know, the caring, the loving, the forgiveness, your energy is going to be high. You're going to have a spark in you that people see. What is he doing? What is she doing? What is she on? Love, baby. I'm high of love. I'm heightenedly aware. I am highly favored. You feel me? Come vibe with me. This is some real stuff. There's some real stuff going on. And there's some real stuff going on with you. And those with ears will hear. Through right hearing. Hear me now. Hear this message. You are not alone. There are so many people that love you. Trust me. And people will mask it up. They won't show you. They won't, you know, they're too busy within their own lives, and that's okay. But it's time to open up. It's time to connect with your heart and align your chakras all the way down your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root. Let's align everything within your life and live in truth. And prosperity will precede you. There's a lot of work to do, people. There's a lot of work to do, but it's exciting. It's exciting. It's not daunting, it's exciting. And every mistake, everything we do wrong is just another opportunity to learn and grow. The cup runneth over. The cup overrunneth. It's pouring out of that glass because it's a wave of potential that you are in control with, and you can manifest and crystallize into this reality through your emotions, your feelings, your consciousness, your thoughts, your righteousness. And miracles will happen. Manifestation, synchronicity, serendipities, all of this stuff is here for the taking. Seek you the kingdom first and God's righteousness, and all of these things will be added onto you. Meaning, turn within. Don't seek outside of yourself and seek after the stage or seek after opportunities and seek money. Seek the spirit, the divine, the kingdom is within you. And I know firsthand because I've experienced it. 27th of March 2019, I experienced my great awakening at 12:30 a.m. And I knew God in me exists and is real. And exists and is real in you when you make that connection. I'll do another video on connecting, making that connection. The time is now, people. The time is now. Many, many blessings, people. Many, many blessings. Peace, love, and light. Always I wish I bestow upon you. Peace, love, and light. Always I wish I bestow upon all. And of course, I wish you good health, wealth, happiness, love, success, prosperity. and that good old good new money. Stay blessed. Stay within the love, and all will be well.